If you knew how to find a deal using Craigslist, it would change the game for you as a real estate investor. But wait, I thought Craigslist was dead. Nobody's over there anymore, are they? Let's wait and see. Hey there, my name is Mike Fritz. I'm the founder of Titanium Capital Investments and the multifamily CEO system. My greatest passion is helping people just like you create financial freedom with multifamily real estate. And in this video, I'm going to walk you through how to leverage Craigslist, a platform that a lot of people think is dead, to invest in real estate deals over and over and over again. And if you stick around to the end, I'm going to give you one of my favorite search strategies with Craigslist that has helped me find more deals than anything else. Let's get to it. The very first thing you want to do when using Craigslist to find real estate deals is to use filters. So up in the right-hand side of the screen, there's a place where you can click and change the filters of the kind of property you're looking for. This helps you be much more time efficient in your searches and make sure you're not finding properties in areas you would never invest or finding types of properties that you'd never want to buy. You can filter properties based on zip codes, based on price, based on types of properties. And what this allows you to do is find the types of properties you're looking for in the areas you're looking for without wasting time thumbing through properties that don't really fit your criteria. Having a property profile, a type of property you're looking for, is really important when you're going into real estate investing. Because if you're looking for any type of property in any type of asset class, it's really hard to stay focused. Well, it's the same on Craigslist. You want to go on Craigslist and not search for any type of deal. You want to go there and search for a type of deal. And you want to look specifically for the kinds of deals that fit your criteria. If you're looking to buy and hold, look for either single family or multifamily properties that you can rent out. If you're looking to fix and flip, look for distressed properties that are being sold at a compressed price so you can have room to fix that up and move that property. But go to Craigslist looking for a specific kind of deal rather than looking for any deal. A side note about searching for deals on Craigslist is just because you found a seller who wasn't willing to sell their property to you at the price you're looking for doesn't mean you don't want to build a relationship with that seller. That seller may have other properties, that seller may know other sellers, so you want to look at Craigslist like it's a relationship platform rather than just a property search platform. People love to do business with people they know, like, and trust. And if you build a rapport with somebody and they know, like, and trust you, often they're willing to take a lower price in order to do business with you because they trust you and they really like doing business with you. So as we set our filters for the types of properties we're looking for, remember, every seller is a potential relationship that could lead to another deal and another deal and another deal. This is a mindset shift I want you to get in every piece of real estate. Every person is a potential relationship that will open up doors, and every person is somebody who we exist in order to add value. The second thing you want to do when looking for deals on Craigslist is click the link that says real estate for sale. This creates a sub-search inside of Craigslist where instead of searching anything somebody has for sale, it's searching specific real estate. It'll take out people selling vehicles, people selling items around their house, and it will apply it specifically to real estate. But when you get inside that world of real estate for sale inside of Craigslist, I want you to understand their search engine is not smart like Google. It's different and sometimes kind of dumb. We have to use every single combination of word you can think of in order to surface a deal. Sometimes I'll do multifamily. Sometimes I'll just do multi. Sometimes I'll do multi-family. I'll use all types of combinations of these words so that I can actually see the types of properties I'm looking for. But it's not just a word that the industry calls it. It's a word that anybody would call it. In the investor world, we call it a multi. But it might be a multifamily, it might be a multifamily unit, it might be a duplex. They may call it something different than you and I may call it. So we have to look for words not only that are industry words, but also that are words that sellers would use to identify and explain the type of property they're selling. Before I go on to our next tip, make sure you subscribe to the channel and hit that bell notification so you get notified every time we put out a video, which is every single weekday. I want to make sure we keep getting content to you. Also, smash that thumbs up button. It really helps us get our content out to people that really need it and can start investing in real estate. Let's get back to the content. The third tip to know when searching real estate deals on Craigslist is that there's a lot less competition there. A lot of people have moved on from Craigslist, so Craigslist has a lot more opportunity than it used to in many ways. It used to be there was many more properties. Now there's fewer properties, but there's a lot fewer searchers. They've moved on and they're not really using this platform anymore. This is why we continue to use Craigslist all the time in searching for deals, especially localized to where we're looking to buy. But the other thing you have to realize in Craigslist or any platform is it only takes one. It takes finding one really good deal that can make you a lot of money and really help you build financial freedom. It just takes one deal. We're not looking for Craigslist to be the way we find 500 deals. In fact, there's an old saying in real estate, there's not one way to find 50 deals, there are 50 ways to find one deal, and we need to do them all. Years ago, when my wife and I were continually building our real estate portfolio, my wife got on Craigslist one day and she found a 3-unit building. And we looked at it, the pictures looked kind of nice, and we just kind of wrote it off. And then the property left Craigslist. Well, months and months later, this property came back on. My wife looked at it and she said, you know what, why don't we go look at this property? So we drove out, we looked at this property, and we ended up finding a really powerful deal. This was a seller that had a seller financing deal with the person that they bought the home for. So the owner now was living in one of the units. He had just hurt his back and really needed out of this property. He couldn't make the payments anymore. And the seller who had seller financed this property, they were carrying the note. They were starting to get frustrated. They weren't getting paid. So there were 2 frustrated people, and we came in, found this deal on Craigslist, went and looked at the property, and we loved it. In fact, I still own that property today. We ended up working out a deal where we took over his mortgage. This is actually called a subject to. And a subject to is the idea where you take over somebody's mortgage in distress and you make those payments. He bought this property for $70,000. We took it over for $44,000 that was left on the note. So we paid $44,000 for this property. We just refinanced. This property is worth over $150,000 now because we leveraged Craigslist. Craigslist is a powerful way to connect with people. Now this property that we just purchased is a cash cow for us. We've since paid it off. We've actually leveraged a lot of the equity to buy other deals, all because we found one deal. You don't need to find 20. One deal not only led to that specific deal, but after we paid it off, we were able to leverage that money and invest in more deals. One deal led to many deals. That's why I'm not telling you to go to Craigslist to find 10 deals. I'm telling you, leverage it to build relationships where you can buy deals over and over and over again. But I want to give you my favorite ninja trick for search inside of Craigslist. I like to search with the word Plex or unit, because especially in the multifamily world, those 2 words tend to capture all kinds of properties, because if people call it a duplex or a triplex or a fourplex, it's going to catch all those. People call it a 2-unit, it's going to catch all those. People call it a 3-unit, 4-unit, 50-unit. It's going to catch all those because I used the word unit. So using the word plex and using the word unit inside of your search criteria can really help surface a lot of properties at one time. And I do have to give credit. This is a tip from my wife. She's one of the best people searching on Craigslist and Facebook that I've ever seen. But the whole point is she's leveraging this in this specific way. We found loads of properties over the years on these sites because we leverage search terms that people list their property under. The number one way to surface properties is use the exact words that people have in their listing. And if you can match the words you're searching with the listing that people have, that's when you're going to find the properties that you really want to invest in. I also want to give you a free gift. Down below in the description, there's a link that'll take you to our free multifamily masterclass. It helps you break into one of the most powerful assets in the world at creating cash flow, appreciation. It's going to set you apart. And in this multifamily masterclass, I give you 5 ways to bust into multifamily and the things you need to be doing so you can start making money with multifamily real estate. I'll see you in the training.